is Jessica Gladstone, and I'm a doctoral student in the Department of Human Development and Quantitative Methodology at the University of Maryland. And I'm here today with Dr. Reinhard Pekrun. Dr. Pekrun is a professor in the Department of Psychology and chair of the Institute for Personality and Educational Psychology of the University of Munich. And he's also an honorary professor at the Institute for Positive Psychology and Education of the Australian Catholic University. As a leading expert in the area of achievement emotions, where would you like to see this area of study headed? And what is currently missing from this line of research that we should be addressing?
I would say that we did achieve a lot, especially so during the past 15 years. So if you look back in history, traditionally research on student emotion is focused on test anxiety, but on the other hand, positive emotions and negative emotions other than anxiety were just neglected, right? Except for Bernie Weiner's research on attributional antecedents. And what happened in the meantime, the past 15 or 20 years, is that we just expanded the scope of research. Now, this then has answered many questions that were left unanswered before that time, but it also, as it's typically the case, then generated even more new questions that still need to be answered. Emotions are achievement emotions, that's perfect, but there are other types of emotions that are important for students' development. For example, epistemic emotions related to the acquisition and generation of knowledge, such as surprise, confusion, curiosity, and so on, as important as achievement emotions for students' learning, I would say. Social emotions, sympathy, love, hate, admiration, content, envy, so important for students' social development, but also for their academic learning in the classroom. We need to expand the scope of research even further. We do have too many small overlapping theories, and this is confusing for everybody. It hinders the integration of findings, right? And it especially hinders our communication with policymakers and with educational practitioners. So we need more comprehensive theory building. In the control value theory of achievement emotions, I made an attempt to do that for achievement emotions by integrating, let's say, attributional expectancy value approaches, some other previous models. But this needs to be expanded further. We need a better integration of different theories of emotion and motivation. So what we typically are having is experimental designs, cross-sectional designs, or longitudinal designs with just a few small number of disjunct assessments. What we need are studies that really monitor emotions continuously, or for repeated assessments over time to assess the dynamics of emotions. 90% of the studies we have done are located in Western countries, right, and pertain to Western student populations. In the US, in Canada, in Europe, in Australia, we really need to move beyond these Western-centric perspectives. I would say maybe the most important one, intervention. We need more knowledge that could inform educational practitioners how they should deal with emotional process in the classroom, and then also, help their students to improve and increase their adaptive emotions and reduce their maladaptive emotions.
What are some of the developmental concerns when examining student emotions? So do student emotions look differently in a child in elementary school versus a student in high school? And how do teachers handle that?
And now the cognitive prerequisites to process these appraisals developed during the preschool and very early elementary school years. All of the conditions for experiencing the full broad range of achievement emotions really is available, let's say, no later than grade 3 or grade 4. So we do have a stability of mechanisms beyond the very early years, but still, dramatic developments in terms of contents and levels, intensity, frequencies, and that's what I typically then call relative universality of achievement emotions, both across age groups and across academic domains, across individuals, genders, and cultures. That implies that it is possible then, in principle at least, to examine all these different emotions across all the developmental periods, across the lifespan.
Yes, but we're definitely looking forward to seeing all of the new and exciting things that achievement emotion researchers are doing and will be doing. So I want to thank you.
Thank you for the interview.